Hey YouTube, this is me, Charlene, and this is Char's Banded Life. So I'm here with my week 39 update, I think. I'm not sure. As always, it'll be posted below. I can never remember during the week. Alright, so let me start off a little bit with my start point. Last week I started off this journey, I was 246 pounds. Last week I was 212 something, and this week I am 212.6, so once again, same weight. But I did take a break this week. And what I mean by a break was that I just relieved some of the pressure. And I definitely want to say thank you so much for everybody's love and support and concern. I do want you to know that I did not go crazy. I did not binge. I didn't even have any cupcakes, even though I had a rest week, and we all know that those are my weakness. So what I meant by my break was really just to relieve the pressure. I did not track my calories. I did not weigh in. I did not do anything that I normally did because the pressure was just getting to me too much. I was getting on the scale every day and it was changing or not moving. I mean, I would go I got to 209 and then 210 and then back to 209 and then 211, then 212, then back to 211. And it would fluctuate, and I would be 209, 211 all week, and then I'd get on the scale and it'd be 212. Like, weigh-in date, it was always the same. And I knew I was exercising, I knew I was working out, and I knew I was eating right. And I was at the limit where I was so frustrated, and I was getting so just overwhelmed that it was like I just needed to recharge my batteries. So when I took a break, it was not a break from accountability in reference to I still made great decisions, and I was still very conscious of the things that I ate and I put into my mouth. I still made sure that to get some exercise in, not as much, not hardcore, but I wasn't taking it as a free-for-all. I truly wasn't. So it may have came off that way, but it wasn't. I just needed to recharge my batteries. I needed to relieve some of the pressure and to recharge my batteries and to enjoy the week and to live like a normal person. And I did. And I feel so much better this week. So much better. I recharged my batteries. I still ate right, and I didn't gain any weight. I didn't gain any weight, so I'm still 212. So that means I'm 212.6 today. So I didn't gain anything. I stayed the same. I ate what I wanted, but I was careful. I didn't go wild. I ate in moderation. I was careful. I had a little bit of chocolate, a couple snacks at work, but nothing big. One or two. Stop, guys. I didn't binge on anything. So, I thought I was very successful, and it allowed me to recharge. I didn't weigh myself at all. And then I made an appointment, and I went in and got my fill. So I went and got a fill because obviously I need it. If I am stuck and I'm doing the right things, there's something going on. There has to be something to push me past this plateau. Because anytime we say there's not, that's lies. We're lying to ourselves. There's something. So I went and I got a fill. I went and I talked to my doctor, and we had a little bit of a conversation, and my fill was different this time. So I'm going to tell you all about it because I've never heard of this before. Maybe you have. I don't know. But I never had. So I went in and she said, how's it been since your last fill? I said, honestly, I haven't noticed any difference. And mind you, me and my doctor have had conversations before. I do not push fills because I do not want to get too tight. My journey is not about racing to get to a fill level. It's truly not. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want a PB. But I said, I haven't felt any different since my last fill. And she's like, okay, we're going to do something different. I'm like, uh-oh, what are we going to do different? She's like, don't worry, you're going to get a fill because I do think you need it, but we're going to do something a little bit different. So we did my fill sitting up while drinking water. So here's what they do. They put the needle in your stomach, right? And then as the needle's in your stomach, one of the nurse people come in, the doctor makes sure to hold the needle, and then you sit up straight. As you're sitting up straight, you're drinking water. You're constantly drinking. You're not taking like a sip to make sure it can get down or anything. Like, you're constantly drinking. As you're drinking, they're adding and adding. I'm very handsy, can you tell? They're adding more saline to the band, up until the point where you can't drink anymore. It has a hard time going down, or it starts to gurgle. So the point of this is to know when you would be too tight. So she keeps taking me up, and she's like, how's it feeling? I'm like, it's going down fine. It's going down fine. She keeps more and more. And then she's like, okay. And then I said, wait, I can feel it going down now. So I can feel it slowly going down. She's like, okay, good. So she adds a little bit more. I can still go down, but I can feel it more and more and more until I get to the point where I had a burp. She heard me burp. So the burp was it didn't get to the point where I couldn't get anything down, but it was like I had to burp to get it down. So then what they do from that point on, then they take out saline. So the point is to find out where your kind of sweet spot will be without having to get too tight. She says we have to be very careful because it's easy to get too tight. So you need to be completely truthful. I need you to tell me exactly what you're feeling. Don't pretend it's going down easy if it's not going down easy. You have to give me this promise. You have to guarantee me because I don't want you to get too tight. When you're too tight is when you have complications or when complications can occur. If you're PBing all the time, you're getting stuck all the time, you're sliming all the time, that's not a good thing. That is where complications can come into play within time, with band slippage and erosion. Just different types of things can be a side effect of it. So I'm like, okay. So she took out a little bit more. So it ended up, she gave me a 0.7 fill. That's a big fill. I was at 4.25. I wasn't high in my band, but usually that was big because the last time I was at 4 and she gave me a 0.25. So that was a strong fill. So she's like, okay, we have to be very careful. I want you to be on liquids and soft, no solids until Monday, none whatsoever. If for any reason you have any problem getting anything down, whether it be soft, whether it be liquid, you call me and we will unfill you like that. She's like, we have to be careful. But she was very careful in how she put it in and how she took some back out. She gave me a little bit of leeway, I think, and I wanted her to. And I told her that. I said, give me a little bit of leeway because I don't want to get stuck. That's not my journey. I don't want it to be I can't eat things. I get sick, I throw up, and I can't eat because I physically can't get it down. I want it to help me control my hunger. Can you help me to control my cravings? You know, if I binge or if I put the wrong things in my mouth, that's issues that I have to deal with mentally. Those are my issues. That's not the band's issues. So that's what we get. So it was 0.7, which takes my fill level up to 4.95, I believe. So I'm almost at a 5, right? So I'm almost at a 5 fill level, and we'll see how that goes. She's like, I think you're going to see a lot of a difference. Hopefully this will help you push through this plateau that you're going through. And I have an appointment to see her in 5 weeks. I believe it's 5 weeks. So in that 5 weeks, hopefully I won't even need a fill. Because if I don't need a fill, I'm not going to get one when I go in. If I'm still losing and it's very consistent, I'm not going to get a fill. If my hunger is really good and I'm not hungry, and I'm not going to get a fill because maybe this is my sweet spot. Maybe it's not. Maybe I need a 0.25. I don't know, but I'm going to take it very slowly because I don't want to have issues. So that was my doctor's appointment. I was really excited because I've never heard about that before. I was like, what is this sitting up, drink water the whole time? What's going on? But you know, I was really excited and I was like, well, wow. Cause I thought when I told her I need a significant fill cause the last one didn't work, I was thinking a 0.5, not a 0.7. That's a big difference. So, we'll see how it goes. But I took action because something wasn't working, something wasn't right. So, hopefully this will help me break through. From an exercise perspective, I am now going back to basics. So I need to work on my water because my water has started to lag a little bit. This week and going forward, everything will be tracked in MyFitnessPal again. I'm back to normal. I recharged my batteries, so it'll all be tracked again. 64 ounces of water is something that I need to start getting back to. I was doing really good and then I wasn't drinking it, and I was drinking lots of tea and things like that, but I wasn't drinking anything else, that much water. I drank a little bit, like maybe, I don't know, 30 ounces. Shh. 30 ounces maybe, but that was it. Hold on one second. I'm going to pause you and come back because I don't like it when dogs bark in the background. Okay, sorry about that. Mailman came, so, you know, drives them nuts. Where was I? Oh, back to basics. That's what I'm doing. I'm going back to basics. 64 ounces of water, exercising at least 5 days a week, calories, tracking everything back on MyFitnessPal, and I am going to break through this plateau. I think that this fill was the right thing to do. I think taking a break was the right thing to do. Taking a break within reason. So taking a break knowing that I wasn't going to go wild, I wasn't going to go crazy. It was just recharging my energy and still making conscious, healthy decisions in the things that I did. So that's what I did. So I took a break. I'm back to focused. I'm back on this journey focused. I never left the journey. I just recharged my energy. So 64 ounces of water, working out at least 5 days a week. I will be tracking all my calories. I will be tracking all my exercise. And that's really my plan this week. So I noticed that I did have some new subscribers, so thank you and welcome. I enjoy watching your journey as well. I am not perfect, and I make lots of mistakes. So hopefully you'll see my mistakes, and maybe it'll help. I don't know, but it is what it is. I tell you if I'm happy, if I'm upset, if I'm crying, if I fucked up, if I did great. It is what it is. So that's my plan. I have another 5K scheduled tomorrow in Santa Monica, and I get to take my pups again. I really prefer doing runs that I can take my dogs. I really do. Because, I mean, I have huskies. It's cruel. Like, Mom, you're going to go out running and we don't get to go? That's wrong. So I'm going in Santa Monica, and then I have there's a whole series of 5Ks coming up next year. So I think I'm going to sign up for one in February, just to keep me motivated and to keep me going. So I'll be running at least 3 times a week, and I will have the 5K. So that'll be 4. So that'll be my 4 times this week, plus I'm going to try to get in other stuff too. So that's my plan for this week. I am going to break through this plateau, this stall. I know this feel helped. I know taking the right actions, reevaluating, reanalyzing, and recharging my buttons was what I needed. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.